Let's Talk Tuesday. Oh, I haven't been able to say those words in so long. Let's Talk Tuesday, Let's Talk Tuesday. Okay, I wore these goggles because it was raining, so I was going to be funny, but it stopped raining, so now I look like an idiot. Because I am. Anyway, it has been 2 whole weeks since my last Let's Talk Tuesday. Like, that is crazy. Like, it just feels so weird not having an episode in so long. But I've been so busy because my cousins come to town for a little bit during the summer. So I just was having a blast hanging out with them, but sadly they had to go. But it was so much fun, and I didn't pre-record my episodes. Bad on me. Finally back to you guys I'm back here to talk to you guys every Tuesday because this is Let's Talk Tuesday. Fun fact, I started an Instagram account while I was gone, but don't worry, you guys will always be my OG followers. No one's gonna replace you guys. And I love YouTube because it's where my channel started 3 years ago or something like that. So you guys will always be the OGs. And yeah, you see my lovely Freya Sky Flex Hollister collab shirt. This is the silent treatment one. And here's the story, okay? When I found out about the collab, I was like, ooh, I can't wait, how am I going to get this, because, I'm going to order it online, So I've asked, it came out on Thursday, I'm asking chat, what time will it come out, where can I find it, what website, is it her website or Hollister's website, what time? Chat, made a mistake, because, ChatGPT can make mistakes, like it says on there. Yeah, it said it would come out at 6 p.m. And I looked up my time zone and it said 6 p.m. my time zone. It came out at 12 a.m. Thursday. The very second it hit Thursday, it came out. So that's nice. Here's the thing. It hit 12 a.m. it came out. Right? But I'm still thinking it's coming out at 6 p.m. So I checked my phone around lunchtime, hanging out with my cousin, so I decided to check my Instagram. Just to check Freya's account, just in case. Yeah, so it already came out. Wow, okay. I looked up when it came out, 12 a.m. Thanks for that, so it's definitely sold out. I go to check. Yeah, it is fully sold out, and I also checked her account, and almost everything is sold out on there. Like her new merch, or whatever. I was pretty disappointed, I was telling my mom because she was going to help me with it, and we were both disappointed because the second time, first the CD war thing, I lost the war, and then now this. So I'm pretty disappointed. So my mom's having me look through her merch on her website, but all of my sizes are sold out. A few days later, I see someone say how they checked their Hollister and they found the shirts at their Hollister. So I'm like, the Hollister around my house isn't that crazy, so I'm like, it's probably not gonna be there. So we called the Hollister on Friday. They say they have nothing, so that's a bummer. They said it sold out the day of. Then on Saturday, called the Hollister. No, Sunday. Called the Hollister again. And they say they have it. So my mom gets home and she calls again, and the guy still says they have it. So we go there, we check, and the woman at the register says, oh yeah, we haven't had any since when it first sold out. So thanks for lying to us. So I was pretty bummed out. My mom decided to call the other Hollister closest to us, and they said they have Freya Sky sweaters. So we were like, what? They didn't sell any sweaters with her face on it. So she calls again. Oh. A squirrel just jumped over the fence right where I was. Oh my gosh. I stared it dead in the eyes, and a squirrel was right there. The squirrels around my house are pretty crazy, so okay. That was really scary. I'm very grateful. Thank you, Lord, that you kept me safe. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So she calls again, and then a different worker picks up and says, yeah, we have it. So I go to the Hollister. We drive there. It's a bit of a drive. It's not super long, though. And we get there, and so I walk in, and I'm just like, my mom's like, keep your expectations low. We walk in, and I just walk through the store, and I'm like, no, they don't have it. And we're about to like, I'm kind of near the door, and I'm like, no, they don't have it. So I look like to my right, and it's right next to me. The display, it was right there. The Petty shirts and the Silent Treatment shirts were right there. And so I was literally, this was my exact reaction. Oh wow, they have it. And my mom and my sister like, that's your reaction? Like, I thought you'd be more happy. But I was just kind of like still processing, like, this is probably like, they're gonna say, nah, someone pre-ordered this, like you can't get it. I don't know, I just like wasn't expecting that. So then I checked, and they had my size, and I was so grateful. And I'm genuinely so grateful, like, and this is what I want to say, God's timing is so good, because I don't know if you saw my videos about it. But it was just so much better than ordering online, because, okay, in store they had all of the pictures up of her, they had the video playing, like, of her, like, modeling it or whatever. And all this like different stuff, like pictures of her on around the store. So it was just so much better finding it in person and just taking the time to like look around and stuff. And when I was in the store, when we were in the checkout line, they started playing London, and that's one of my favorite songs from her. It's probably like my second favorite next to Silent Treatment, and because it's just such a beautiful song. So, yeah, that's also something she's doing.
Oh, she's wearing it.
So honestly, God's timing is so good, because if I would have like bought the shirts online, I just wouldn't have had that experience getting to like see everything in person, like pictures of her, all of this stuff. So I'm just so grateful that I like decided that my mom like pushed me to go check the second store versus just giving up, because I'm just very grateful that she did that and that she got the shirts for me, because it just means a lot. And you know, to some people this might seem kind of simple, but it means a lot to me, because I was really looking forward to getting the shirts, and I'm just so grateful that I'm wearing it right now. And yeah, like God's timing just really is so good, because I would have never got to experience like seeing it in person versus just like hitting order on a phone, because these days so many things is electronic. So seeing something that's like physically like there, like it's crazy how much is electronic, because like when I was on vacation, like some of the views were so beautiful, and like I just kept saying, how is this real? Like seeing like God's like nature is so beautiful, because it's like sometimes I just need to touch the ground, because I'm like, how is this real? I'm not like in VR or something like that, because so many things is like a screen these days. So it's just cool seeing things that are real. So yeah, anyway, going into the store and finding the shirts were just really cool. And yeah, and I'm just so grateful, because I love Hollister like t-shirts, because they're so comfortable, and like the materials like more thinner, so like it's really just like comfortable. You can wear like in hot weather. So I'm just really glad that I got it. So for 2 weeks ago, like the first week that I missed the episode was vacation, and that was just so much fun. I love going on vacation with my family, like family, not just like family, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's just so much fun, and it's just great getting to experience it, like grandparents as well going, because like I know a lot of people don't like get that. So I just love spending time with family, and it was so much fun. And yeah, like just the place we're at was so beautiful. And I made a documentary of vacation. I'm not going to post it because like it's just like for the family, you know. So yeah, just I recommend making a documentary of vacation. Like I'll record stuff like discreetly, like I'm not like this in your face the whole time, but like some of it I was like just like discreet. But I wasn't like recording the entire time. Like the movie isn't even like super long, but it's just like fun, because then you can look back on the video. And yeah, I recommend making one if you go on a family vacation, because you can watch it like with your kids someday if you don't have kids already. Then like last week it was just fun, like hanging out with my cousins and just having a blast, because I love spending time with them. They're some of my best friends, and my sister and I, we just love them so much. And yeah, it's just a blast like hanging out with them. If you have cousins that you're close with, you understand. So yeah, it's just like core memories, and I'm already looking forward to the next time I get to see them. Since I've been gone-ish, like not posting Let's Talk Tuesday, I started watching this show called Miraculous. Basically, me and my sister do this thing where we watch shows together, but lately we've been watching like YouTube videos together, and sometimes we'll watch different shows like edited to be funny, like Dance Moms, for example. So I watched Miraculous edited, and then I was like, wait, this show seems kind of good, because I seen like parts of episodes every now and then when I was growing up, but I never like got into the show or started watching it. But anyway, 2 weeks ago I started watching it, and it is such a good show. Like, it's probably one of my favorite shows now. I know it's a kids show, but it's just so good. And I'm already on season 5, and just the plot and just the character development and everything is just so good. And I just can't believe it's a kids show, because it's just so entertaining and fun to watch. And honestly, like, I love the main characters. Like, Cat Noir is so funny, and then Ladybug, of course, is like just such a vibe, and then Marinette is like relatable and she's funny, and then Adrian, he's just like so sweet. And like, just the whole show in general, the whole concept of the story is really good, so I recommend checking it out. I watch it on Disney Plus, but I know it's also on Netflix, and this video is not sponsored, by the way, because I don't have a channel big enough to sponsor. I think, no, I could get sponsored, but I just don't have enough watch time to like something with it. I need like 24 hours of watch time or something. I don't know. I didn't create the app. Don't ask me. Guess what? Spider-Man is literally coming out so soon. It's like 2 more weeks or something, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. Like, when I first saw the trailer, so excited. I watched, so the original like Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, I first watched around Christmas time, and then I just watched pretty much almost all the Marvel movies and shows and stuff like that, because I couldn't stop watching. So I would highly recommend. Again, it's on Disney Plus, but yeah, I can't wait for Spider-Man Brand New Day to come out. I can't wait. I'm so excited, bro. Like, literally, I can't even describe. I'm so excited. But yeah, I love Spider-Man. He's like my favorite superhero. Him and Iron Man, you know, they're pretty tough. They're 10 out of 10. Now here's some more depressing news that happened during my time away, or my time not filming Let's Talk Tuesday. So my lovely hamster Wednesday. I'm gonna tell you the story about Wednesday the hamster. It was my birthday last year, and I was surprised with getting a hamster, because in my life before Wednesday, I had 2 other hamsters, and it had been a while since I got a new one, so I was just really looking forward to getting one. Anyway, so for my birthday, my parents surprised me with getting a hamster, and I was really surprised because my mom is not a big fan of animals, so I was really grateful that I got one. Yeah, and I purposely got a black hamster, and because I wanted to name her Wednesday, because at the time my sister and I, we watched the show. I'm moving this with my foot. At the time, me and my sister watched the show Wednesday, and we just really loved it. It was just really scary, but we really loved the show at the time, and it's just a really good show. And so I wanted a black hamster so I could name her Wednesday, because as you know, Wednesday is allergic to color, so of course I need a black hamster, you know. And then yeah, so it was just really fun having her. I love her. She's on some of my videos. And then yeah, so around November or something last year, she escaped 3 times within 3 days from her cage. She was an escape artist. She was definitely a mischief maker, just like her namesake. And yeah, and then probably a month ago, she escaped again, and I made a video about that, and I found her underneath the sink. Yeah, and then like a few weeks ago, she escaped again, and we've looked everywhere in our house. No traces of her, no traces of any rodent related stuff. or anything like that. Literally no traces of her at all. And she has not been found since. So basically she's gone. I don't know if she's dead or alive. I don't know if she's in my house or out of the house. I'm assuming she somehow got out of our house because she's an escape artist, so she probably found a way. But either way, she has not been seen or heard anywhere, and so it's pretty disappointing because hamsters usually live for like 2 years, but I didn't even have her for a year. So I will be honest, I'm pretty disappointed, and it's just hard because, you know, there's always like things you say, like you wish you could have done more, like taken her out more or held her more, stuff like that. So I am pretty like disappointed, and I was a lot more sad when it first happened, but you know, things happen. At the end of the day, it's God's plan, and hey, if Wednesday did die, at least she died doing what she loved, which is being free. And yeah, I still have her cage back here. She has not been replaced, and yeah, you know, it's sad, but there's worse things that can happen. But I'm disappointed about it because I really love Wednesday, and it's just kind of sad because my sister still has her hamster. We got them the same day. They were not friends at all. They would definitely fight. The one time they met, they started punching and biting each other, but you know, they're still neighbors. So now she's just lonely, but you know, it's chill, it's okay, you know. Now that my time with my cousins is done for the summer, kind of feels like the summer is done. Like, it's kind of like the point of the summer where you're just like, okay, summer was fun, but now I'm kind of over it. You know, I feel bad for God sometimes because in the summer, I'm praying for it to be winter, and in the winter, I'm like, oh, I wish it was warm weather again. But it must be pretty confusing being him, honestly. Like, us humans, we're weird. But anyways, right now I'm kind of ready for like winter. Christmas in July is hitting. Like, I want it to be Christmas. I love Christmas, celebrating Jesus's birth, and also all the festivities, even the things that aren't like Jesus related. I know this, I don't want this to sound rude, but I like celebrating the festivities as well as Jesus's birth, because like it's fun, like doing the lights, the gingerbread house and stuff like that. You know, I don't think that's rude, but I don't want it to come off across as me being rude. But yeah, and honestly, like, Christmas is just such a magical time of the year, and I love winter so much because I love snow, and I love being cozy, just staying home, things getting canceled because of snow. It's just the best, you know? I just can't wait for it to be Christmas. And like, school starting, not excited, but I do think this will be a better school year because, you know, it's like I'm doing more things that I'm into versus just trying to do everything so that it can get done, you know? Just trying to have a more enjoyable school year. Grateful that my mom is a mom who listens to me about that type of stuff. Like both my parents, but like I just want to specifically talk about my mom right now. Like, I know there's so many moms out there that are really strict. Like, I see the videos about them talking about their moms. I'm just glad I don't have a mom like that, because my mom has always been understanding. She's cared more about like our feelings versus like just doing things because she's the parent and we're the kids. Like, I'm just grateful for her that it's not just like, no, you're gonna do all of this school that you hate just because that's the only way to graduate. Like, she like will find out ways that like different like ways to make it easier so that I can still graduate and enjoy my high school like time. So I'm grateful that I have a mom that's like that and that looks out for her kids, you know? Oh, also I want to say I got Freya Sky on Locket. I'm so happy about it because when I found out you were able to, it said all the slots were full, but then I came out of like a dentist appointment and I checked my phone, or no, I was on a call with my cousins, and then I got a notification. It said it's available to get a slot, and so I hit check, and I have her on Locket, and it's just really like cool having her on Locket because not everyone can. But yeah, it's tough. It's cool. No, why am I'm cringing myself out now. If you know anyone who's going through a hard time, or just down in the dumps, or like going through a really hard time, like something happened, or like a circumstance, or even just emotionally, I encourage you, if you are a Christian, to pray for them. And even if you're not a Christian, you can still pray, but you know, that's between you and Jesus. But I would recommend praying for them, but besides praying for them, you can also just do something that encourages them. You know, write them a note, send them daily messages like, hey, how you doing? Like checking on you, like try to get outside today, something like that. Something simple. So I would just encourage you to do something like that. And like personally, I'm a person who would rather you write me a note than buy something. Well, it depends on how the note is, but like, you know, I would appreciate a gift too. You know, that money, some Robux. I need to stop. Anyway, you can buy someone a gift if that's what you think they would prefer, because obviously you know them better than me, duh. And like, or write them a note, like send them a little video, like this, like make a video to them. And I'll just encourage you to check on whoever it is and ask how they're doing. They don't have to be someone who's like, they don't have to be super sick or going through a loss to be someone who's struggling. My friend once told me, like my best friend once said, whether it's 3 feet or like 15 feet underwater, you're still drowning, something like that. So that just like stuck with me, because I'm like, that's true. Because sometimes you'll compare your problems to others, like, oh, my goldfish died, like this person who just lost their job is going through way more, I shouldn't be complaining. But no, you can still be going through a hard time even if your circumstance isn't like the worst it could be. It can still be a hard time, you know. So I just encourage you to check on people that you know, check on your friends, you know. Even the school bully, who is the worst person in the school, they are so mean to you and to everyone they know except for their little gang. That person is probably still going through a hard time. Even the worst of people need someone to pray for them, and the best of people too, because even the happiest person could really be the saddest person inside. You know, we're all good actors out here, well, some of us. But I just encourage you to check on, you know, people around you, make sure they're doing okay, because like, you never know. Just like think of how many things that bothered you and you never said anything. You know, that could be someone else. So I just encourage you to, you know, you don't always have to say, like, if it's someone who isn't a Christian and you are, you don't always have to say like, oh, it's because you don't know God, you need to read your Bible. You don't always have to say that, because sometimes you being there and telling them that you love them, or that you're looking out for them, you're thinking of them, just that simple thing can make them say, oh wait, this person, something about this person is so different, and I think that like they, like this person, I want to know what's different about them. And then you can talk to them about God, but you don't want to force God onto them because and threaten them with whatever's going on. Like, you don't need to say, oh, it's all this stuff, because you don't always know. You're not a genius. I'm sorry. You don't know everything. Just because you can read your Bible, stuff like that, but at the end of the day, God is the one who's going to change how they think about things, or their heart. You're just gonna, he can use you to help them, but it's his choice if he wants to use you. So make sure that you aren't just forcing stuff on them. You know, just be there for them. Be there for them first, and the rest will follow. Guess that's what I'm trying to say. Let's get on I'm getting on a tangent here because I'm trying to make this video a bit longer because I missed so much weeks. And I like talking about stuff. Sometimes saying things out loud just helps me, like, with my thoughts. And it's kind of fun. I like making these videos. I know I've talked about this before, but in case you're new, I want to talk about it. My goal for my YouTube channel, my Let's Talk Tuesdays, to eventually be, big enough where I could go on a tour and do like little shows, I guess, for people who watch my channel, like live stuff, like talking about things, doing fun little silly like things, reminiscing on old videos. And I would want to eventually make this so it's bigger and it's not just me sitting in here, like, so it's eventually like a studio or something, and then I have other people that I can talk about stuff with, maybe like a little group, you know. And that's just my like idea or dream or something, but you never know what will happen. God's plan, not mine. But yeah, that's just my little dream thing, whatever. So I don't know who, like, my sister's been on these videos, and when she's on it, I always am cracking up editing it. I always think it is so much funny, and I know some people who've watched it that I know, like, in real life have thought it's really funny. But yeah, personally, I think she is so funny when the two of us are together on these videos. I just think we're good at it. But I don't know if she'll ever be a permanent like person on here, but my goal is to eventually have like some people who could possibly be permanent people who can help build these episodes, my show. Let's Talk Tuesday. I did blue nails because, as you know, Tuesday is blue. That's some old lore from like way back when I first started, you know, blue. And then also, of course, blue. I wore blue today because I kind of stopped doing that, but I'm gonna restart it because I'm coming back strong. I had a 2-week break. I'm gonna come back strong. I'm gonna have some fun. Remember when I did those every week? Every week I would do a different like theme, because it was like for like 2 months it was like a themed thing. Yeah, I loved doing that, so I might just like do something like that again. I know how I said I might have another member, but we'll see what happens. Might have someone come, you never know. I'm just gonna keep saying that until they come. Never let them know your next move. Wait, I'm very grateful that that squirrel outside did not attack me, because that was very scary. It literally was staying on the fence, like staring me right in the face, and I just ran because I heard it moving again. So peace out, you know. If something don't feel right, get out of there. I'm just gonna stand there and wait to see what the squirrel's gonna do. Nah, I'm out of there, bro. Nah. Holy Spirit keeping me safe, bro. I'm not gonna talk back to it. Nah. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. Chilling like a villain. Chilling. Anyway. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to smile today. Don't forget God's on your side. God and Jesus love you. And I'll be here next week, Lord willing. You know, you can never really take that seriously anymore because I just missed 2 weeks. Anyway, I'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.